Everyone, hope you're doing well. Today on Collection Lessons, I want to talk about scarcity versus abundance mindset. So this is part of my collection lessons. Anything I say on this channel is not anything advice, and let's get to it. So what I want to talk about is scarcity versus abundance because I believe that if you live in an abundance type mindset, you're going to have a more enjoyable, more happy, more fruitful life. I believe, a lot of people in this world right now are in very much scarcity mindset with always being upset about others' successes, hope others fail, blame others, hold a grudge, that type of thing. There's lots of examples I have on the screen here. I'm not going to go through all of them, obviously. I'm just going to talk about the difference that I've found in the last 5 years of this. So back in the day, in 2017, I found crypto, obviously, and it's a crypto channel, and I wanted to share that with people. I found its future potential. I found that it's very volatile. I found that type of thing, and I wanted to share with people. I wanted to share with people because I had an abundance mindset at the time, which I'm not saying I don't now. I still do, but I wanted to share with other people because I want other people to succeed in life. I want people to be happy in life, right? And I believe that if I the more I give, the more I get. Whereas people that have a scarcity mindset will say, well, the more I give, the more it costs me, right? And I thought that was really interesting. If you think of it like that, it's kind of like, let's say an example of $1,000. If you didn't know that you're going to have a paycheck the next day and you had $1,000, you're going to treat that $1,000 differently than you would if you knew that another 1,000 was coming the next day, right? So it's kind of like if I'm, in a scarcity mindset of I don't know when I'm going to get paid next. I don't know, if I should do this, I'm fearful, that type of thing. I don't think I'm going to be donating the money, right? If I'm in a scarcity mindset, I'm going to be like, well, if your friend Joe wants to be like, hey, can I borrow $500 just for like a day or two, or like I just need it to get by. It's like, well, your friend Joe is really good. He can afford it. He can pay it back. You know that, but you think, well, I don't know when I'm going to get that, next $1,000. So I feel like I should keep it because I'm, then I know that I can eat for the next, 2 weeks, right? Whereas somebody in an abundance mindset, not knowing that they might have money coming the next day, they will say, well, I know Joe's really good and I feel like he's going to, return the favor or give me something of equal value in the future. And so I'll, give him the money because I'll find another, $1,000, 500 or whatever in the future. That's one quick example of scarcity versus abundant mindset is, you can see on this chart, scarcity mindset is about, criticizing, blaming others. It seems like it's kind of very more selfish and pessimistic and passive aggressive is what I find a scarcity mindset happens to be. And then, if you just kind of look at scarcity and abundance and these types of things, that's kind of what it kind of shows, right? But yeah, basically what I believe is the more you give, the more you get out of life. If I give, somebody my time, my energy, my money, whichever, that I'll get something of equal value in return, right? That's why I make these videos is, I don't ask for money. I don't ask for donations. I don't ask you to hype up, sign up under me under something. Is because, I live abundantly that I want to share this. I want to, help the world in a sense. I want to help everybody that's listening. I want to, create value for people listening too, right? And I believe, the more value I give to the world, the more, it will return to me. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share with this video is that plus, a couple examples. Another one that I find is a scarcity mindset person will see everything as a zero-sum game. There's always a winner and always a loser. That happens, when I first saw this, not realizing what it was in the time. When and I used another example is, I first saw this, driving out in the world. When you're driving and somebody tries to get ahead of you, some people will speed up. Why is that? Well, they think because if the other person gets ahead of them, it's, they're winning. They're a winner because they're ahead. It's kind of weird how that works. But they think that, there's always a winner and a loser. And it's really, I'm just sharing the road, right? With an abundance mindset, you're like, oh, sure, he just needs to get in, right? Like, who cares? It's not like a, winner-loser situation. It's not like, I'm upset because he cut in front of me. It is what it is, right? So if you think in an abundance mindset, you just will have less, selfish, less, upset, less frustrations, whatever. And then you can think clearly is what I find. Abundance mindset wants people to succeed. They want others to succeed. It says that, I think, right here. Whereas, a scarcity mindset wants people to fail, right? And it's very unfortunate that, we get caught up in these types of, I don't know if it's emotions or whatever that gets us trapped in these mindsets. But that's just how it happens, right? One last example that I'll share is I used to have 3 vehicles. I'm getting down to 1. because you know we work from home and we don't really need more than one, that type of thing. And I was just like, you know what? I don't need the vehicles, and I'd rather do something else with the money. So yeah, I'll sell my vehicles. We sold 2 vehicles last year, bought one more, and then we're gonna sell another one here. So we're going down from 2 to 1 now to do that final, transition, I'd call it. But a lot of people, they're like, well, are you sure you can go down to 1 vehicle? Like, what if you need a second vehicle? You're not gonna have one. You have to find one. You have to pay more money, and people think in that scarcity mindset. It's like, well, if I sell my vehicle and I get 4 or 5 grand, I can always buy another vehicle for 4 or 5 grand because I got the money, right? People will think, well, though then, in scarcity mindset, then you're obviously allocating those funds to somewhere else. And it's like, yeah, but I'm not. There's always gonna be vehicles. That's how I see it to buy. Right? So yeah, it's like if I go down to 1 vehicle, I need another one. I could either rent one, I could borrow one, or I could just buy another one. Like, it's no big deal, right? It's an abundance type mindset. It's like, I'm not fearful of trying to find a vehicle. What if I buy a vehicle from someone and he rips me off or whatever? It's like, well, you don't want that to happen. But I just don't believe that, I need to be holding on to, the things in life that I can always get again, right? I live in an abundance type mindset. I'm going to, share my vehicle, my last one that I'm selling, to someone, so that they can, do whatever they need to do with it. And I believe that that's me, giving my vehicle to someone who actually needs it, rather than holding on to it in a scarcity mindset of like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to need this vehicle. I might need it in 5 years and not played it for 5 years, but I might need it, right? It's just a different way of thinking of things. That's pretty much it for this video. I wanted to share with scarcity versus abundance. If you Google it, if you look at these pictures, if you read some of the things, you'll understand what it is. You want to be in a more abundance mindset state rather than a scarcity mindset, and I believe that you'll have a happier and more enjoyable life. So that's it for this video. Thanks, and talk soon.